Osio,
Osio.
I greet you in the language of my ancestors. It is my pleasure to be here with you today. We Cherokees have always shared our culture by being storytellers. And today I will share with you why the red bird is red. Bird and his wife built a nest in a very tall tree, and they tended that nest. And soon they had 2 babies there. And every morning it was Redbird's duty to gather the breakfast for his family. And he would fly away and return with nuts, seeds, fruit, and sometimes worms. And those little babies loved their breakfast. And the mother would remain there with them. And Bird, when he saw that his family was cared for, because he was always very responsible, he would fly away to get his own breakfast. And one morning when he was flying, he heard this crying in the distance. And he thought, who is that? What is that? And as he flew closer to the river, he saw on the riverbank his friend, Wolf, lying on his side. So he went down to see about him because he couldn't see what was wrong. When he got there, Wolf said, I was talking today with Raccoon, and he said something to me that hurt my feelings. And I chased him. And I chased him a long way. And I chased him right up a tree. And then I was very tired, so we returned here to the river to lie down and take a nap. Bird realized then that raccoon had come back and had plastered shut the eyes of the wolf with mud from the riverbank. And he said, oh, I can help you. And Wolf was still crying, and he said, friend, help me if you can. And he said, shake your head very gently, and maybe all of that dried mud will come off. And Wolf shook his head, and nothing happened. He said, shake your head as hard as you can, and maybe the mud will come off. And so he did, but still nothing happened. And Bird said, oh friend, I must help you. This may be uncomfortable for you, but I think I have a solution. And he began to peck away very gently the mud that had dried on his face and eyes. And then he said, let's go down to the river. And we will just put your head in the river water. And hopefully that will wash away all the mud and sand. And he led him in a very careful way down to the river. And after he had put his face in the water, he felt much better, and he said, oh, I owe you something. I want to do something for you. You have saved me today. My eyes were hurting and burning so badly. And Bird thought, I need to get back to my family, and I haven't had my own breakfast. But Wolf insisted, and away they went toward the area where the paint rocks were. And they broke open one, and Wolf took that paint rock And as he had seen Cherokee people before a stickball game paint their faces, he painted his friend Bird very carefully. And suddenly, he had a bright red coat. And he was beautiful. And Wolf said, "Oh, my friend, from this day, you will be called Red Bird." Oh my, Bird was honored. He knew that this was something special, and he returned to his family. When he arrived, Mama Bird said, "Where have you been so long?" And then she realized he was beautiful with that red coat. And she wanted the red coat too. So Redbird said, "Go to the place where the rocks are. Go to the wolf, and he will help you paint your coat." And she did go there, but Wolf was gone. And she saw the broken rock, and she picked that paint rock up and hurriedly painted herself. And she only touched certain areas. So now, even today, when you see Mama Redbird, she still has much brown on her body and only touches of red. But when you see Redbird, you see all of the splendor of the day when he helped his friend, and his friend honored him to be called Redbird. It is my pleasure to be here with you today and share this story. You know, the Cherokee Nation and most Native Indians honor and value redbirds. We truly believe when we see one in the morning, it is one of our ancestors coming back to us to remind us of tradition, ancient cultures, our way of life, and shared friendships. You know, when I come to the gathering place, I am quiet. And if you are quiet, when you walk through some of the native areas, and this is native land, I can still hear the animal council gathering. Be quiet and still in your heart. And please remember the message of Wolf and Redbird. Thank you so very much for being here today.